Hello! September is upon us again, and that subtle change in the air means one thing. Spooky season! Happy early Halloween to everybody. Yes, it is my favourite time of the year. So, big news this month, YouTube hates us. Our totally not a monopoly overlords
with big green eye
have taken it upon themselves to suppress one of our videos. Our second show of Maybe Movies for August, Demolition Harry, was unfairly treated over nothing, really. Yes, the episode did kind of push the envelope a bit more than, say, some of our previous shows, but then again, as one of the films that we were looking at was Dirty Harry, to have done anything less than treat it in the same vein as the movie itself would have been doing a disservice to the source material. I'm not going to go too much more into it here. I did post quite lengthily about it. Lengthily? Can we say that? Yeah, on social media. I'll put a link to it somewhere below, or somewhere on here so you can see what it said. But most importantly, though, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who rallied round with both watching the episode and the subsequent episode as well. Thank you so much for your support, for your comments, both in terms of what it is we did on the show, and also for saying whether or not you thought YouTube's actions against us were warranted or not. Spoiler, none of you did think it was warranted, so thank you very, very much. Also, huge thank you on this to Stephen Sinclair as well, who kind of got the word out there, and also to some of our supporters as well, especially from the Xadrum channel Facebook group, and also on Instagram as well, who came up with suggestions of people to contact who can possibly help us get this looked at. Brilliant, did not expect that. So from both myself and from Sam as well, thank you very much for all of your support. It really, really does mean a lot to us. You're all awesome, and cheers. Sticking with Maybe Movies for the moment, the next kind of major shift, if you like, in streamlining the show comes into effect this month, which is scrapping our usual pitch meetings at the start of the month. As we've condensed the show down to a single episode for each of the theoretical movies that we create, the pitch meetings have started to feel a bit superfluous. So we're doing away with those, so in the event of it being like September, a mashup month, there will just be one show, and when we do our regular Maybe Movies thing, there will be two shows, one for each of the movies that we create. Obviously, we'll still be doing the poll and things like that. That won't change. But also, I mean, obviously, doing this as well does mean that we can give a lot more airtime to our other shows, as well as being able to seriously consider exploring some other ideas that we've been kicking around in Delirium for a while. So watch this space for more details about those. To the pitch meetings, we say so long and thanks for all the fish. And do check out this month's episode of Maybe Movies, which will be a mashup coming out on appropriately Friday the 13th, as we'll be running a competition in collaboration with our friends over at Maple Mystery Games. But more on that in the show itself. So to some news from beyond the channel, if you like. I just want to say a huge thank you to our friends from Twitter X, in particular Lily Lawson, who clued us in last week to an appeal that's being run at the moment by the Liverpool Central Library. The library has put out a call to help them repopulate their shelves, if you like, in the wake of damage sustained to the library during the riots in Liverpool at the start of August. So we were more than happy to do our bit and have sent copies of our titles to them to help them get back on their feet. And obviously, if you do want to help them out as well, then I'll put the contact address to send stuff to in the description below. And lastly, for this one, with all of our kind of big annual bills for the company now out of the way, I can knuckle down properly to the big save for our next publication, which is Portals, which I'm still looking to get to the publishers spring next year. This will be a showcase. It was originally intended to be my second collection of work, but it's now evolved from that and is now looking to be a showcase of a number of writers. So that's going to be the aforementioned Stephen Sinclair, my good friend Sam Terry, and myself as well will all be contributing work to that. And again, as always, watch this space for more information as we get closer to the publication date. And if you do want to help us bring this project to a successful climax, then please do all of the usual. Check out our Patreon. Our top tier, Trent's Tribe, is only £2 a month. Or you can buy us a coffee. But honestly, the best thing you can do really to help us get this is actually free. And that's just watching what we do, watching the videos start to finish, comment, share, all of the usual stuff. Anything you can do to help us get monetized so that we can start suckling properly from the teat of the YouTube titty. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I think it's best, don't you? Anyway, I'll see you for another public edition of the Xadrum Diary in October, as Xadrum will be celebrating its 8th birthday. So until then, stay safe, and here's to not pissing yourself.